The power is not the single drawing. It's the transformational process. You're free to not worry about making a perfect picture because there's so many.
Yeah.
And then you're free to just let whatever feelings you have go out on the paper. So if you find you're frustrated, if you find you feel like you're blocked, all those things that make people not want to draw and just walk out of the room, I say, draw that feeling. That's all. Very simple. If you just draw what you're feeling in the moment, even if the feeling is about not being able to draw. So if you feel block, you draw a block. Draw a big block on the paper. You can do that. So, or you may scratch a paper up till it points that it tears. That's just one drawing in a whole series.
Yeah.
So it's the saying yes to every single feeling that comes up. This is where it is sort of a, I would say, transformational process that you could easily call therapeutic. It's that you're saying yes, and where it's a spiritual practice. It's an integrative, healing, spiritual, creative practice. They're really all the same thing. It's like, living in the now. What are you feeling right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm feeling this kind of a knot in the pit of my stomach. Well, what does that look like?
Yeah.
You just, I feel that. It feels like that. And you just let that feeling out onto the paper, and then you're not identified with it. It doesn't become the thing that you are, and then you walk out of the room because it felt like you couldn't draw. Oh, that's when I felt that. And so you begin to have this practice of the witness by saying completely yes to every feeling you've got. One after another, you're also, getting more identified with yourself, your basic being. Beyond those feelings, you become less identified with each sensation, each moment of what you're feeling. But you're absolutely saying yes to every moment of what you're feeling and diving right into it.
I think that's just such a key point. So this idea of being identified with your feelings and being able to be the witness, to be able to affirm them and yet let them go. I think so many people just, feel bad or feel good, but they can't quite put their finger on it. And I think it's such a powerful process to give it a visual. Would you say that would be a key part of this, or?
Yes, you're externalizing it.
Okay.
And it's not verbal. You don't need to give any feeling a name as you're doing it. So it's a much more of a working. It's actually more than visual. Yeah. It's somatic. It's a felt sense.
I really
even more than a visual process.
Yeah.
It becomes visual, but in the doing of it, you're feeling things and you're giving form to your feelings. And that's why I can compare it to dance, where you're moving your feelings. And imagery definitely begins to develop. It's not like you just scribble the whole time, although it's perfectly wonderful and fine to just move and dance and have it never form into pictorial images. It's all good. It's all fine. But you can begin to actually externalize your own body felt sense into images of your body from a feeling place. If you focus on your body, how do you feel your body right now? And we gradually can move into sort of dream and imaginal images, and people start, even who can't, quote unquote, can't draw, with the comfort level and the relaxation of it being okay to scribble, also comes surprising ability to actually give form to your feelings and your inner images, even in the first time someone draws.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I wouldn't keep schlepping all these materials all over the world if I didn't, see the response. That's what keeps me going, is watching people light up, and it's like they're getting more aligned with their own soul through this process. That's the deep healing, is the alignment of the different levels of yourself, just through saying yes to everything.
Yeah. That's so profound. And I think maybe people's perception of their artistic ability really comes from maybe self-judgment or deciding that it needs to look like a Rembrandt or a, something. They have an idea of what it's supposed to be, but touch drawing is so accepting.
Hi there, my name is Nina Wallinder, and I wanted to talk to you about layers of health. Layers of Health is a free online community dedicated to investigating holistic and alternative health options. These options can include physical health, mental and emotional health, business health, as well as your spiritual health. So you can join me as I discuss your health concerns with various experts, mentors, and leaders in their fields. And these interviews are offered for free live, as well as during special encore presentations. But if you find one that is particularly interesting to you, you can also purchase it. So you can join me at www.layersofhealth.com, and I'll see you on the calls.